Surprise, I went west for now. I am at the Ozark National Scenic Riverways Park, and specifically I'm at the Big Spring. The Big Spring is rumored to be the biggest spring in the world, but it's actually about the same size as two other huge springs in the United States, Idaho's Snake River and Florida's Silver Spring. They are all three about the same size, and depending on the weather and the rainfall, their flows vary, and any one of those could be the biggest at any given time. This spring puts out 286 million gallons of water every single day. The water is colored this way because it is infused with limestone. In fact, the water that comes out of the spring every day is infused with 70 tons of dissolved limestone. If this spring were to ever go dry, it would be left with a huge cave in its place. Big Spring was one of Missouri's very first state parks, but the state of Missouri donated it to the National Park Service in 1969, a gift from Missouri to the United States. It flows into the Current River. It's kind of strange to think that I'm in the Ozarks in southern Missouri, and I'm at this place deep in the woods. There's nobody else here. I'm all by myself. There's no cell signal. It's kind of strange and unsettling to think about that. Nobody here but me and my trusty companion, Wanda, my Honda. I got to this campsite just in time for a thunderstorm. Hey there. Let me introduce you to Wanda, my Honda. That's her name. I bought Wanda in October of 2019, before COVID. It was another world then, because I had been watching van life videos on YouTube, and I wanted to have a small minivan that I could convert to a camper on the cheap so that I could do a little traveling. And in February of 2020, I spent the entire month in Wanda down in Florida. And of course, I got back the very last weekend in February for a friend's wedding, another friend's wedding, and then the world went crazy. She had 135,000 miles on her when I bought her. And then for the next 3 or 4 years, I took everything out, all the camper stuff, and I used her as a utility vehicle. I was fixing up that old house that I bought, the one that just cost me a bunch of money. You know, the one I'm talking about in previous videos, the old historic house. And I was using Wanda to go to estate sales, yard sales, looking for fixtures, looking for furniture to furnish my Airbnb with. Like in 2021, I think I took a 1-week trip down to Florida to visit my sister, and again in 2022. And but I just previously put everything back in. It's a no-build, so it's easy to get everything in and out. Actually, a couple weeks ago, as I was preparing to leave on this trip, she had been a little rough starting, so I took her to the Honda dealership where my son works, and he diagnosed a crack in the fuel pump. So lo and behold, I had already fixed up all the inside of the van for camping, and he had to get to the carpet in the back of the van, under the carpet, to get to the fuel pump. So I had to take everything out again and then put it back in. But I just wanted to introduce you. I took a picture of the mileage on her before we left on this trip, and I'm going to be posting updates on that because I'm thinking we're going to probably get about 8,000 miles in this trip. I've been kind of lollygagging. I'm sitting here in the Ozarks National Scenic Riverways in one of the park campgrounds this morning, made my coffee. Told you I went west when I left Kentucky. I went across the Mississippi River, as you saw, and went west and northwest into this park. And now I'm planning on heading due north. And you'll just have to see where I end up. So keep watching. All right, that's it. After I made that last video, I decided what I'm going to do. It's time to stop lollygagging and get the hell out there. The first of the Great West National Parks that is in the southern route is the Great Sand Dunes National Park in southern Colorado, and it is 15 hours drive from here, and that is where I'm going. I'm just going to go ahead and get out there because after I made that last video, I realized if I don't go ahead and commit to getting as far away from home as I'm planning to go, I might change my mind at some point and start heading back. I just need to get out there. I was about to head to Iowa because that's the first state on my trip that I have not ever been to. I've never been to Iowa. I've never been through Iowa. And I was going to head north to Iowa. I'm just going to go west. I'm going to go ahead and get the hell out there to the west. And I'm going to go through southern Colorado first, and then Utah is the goal. And then I'll figure out where to go from there. But I'm going to go ahead and commit instead of winding around in the Midwest for a few days and then deciding to chicken out and go home. I'm just going to go west. I'm going now. So here we go. So I did it. I'm in Kansas now. It's raining, and I'm trying to make it to Wichita before I stop for the night. I'm on Highway 54 headed west across the southern part of Kansas. Also, I wanted to mention that I kind of figured out part of my hesitation in going ahead and heading west was that I really was dreading driving across Kansas. So I drove about 500 miles yesterday in the rain, but I made it to Wichita, and I stayed here last night. I slept pretty well, but I haven't been sleeping as good as I do at home, which is to be expected. And I'm tired. And I'm tired from the drive yesterday, and I'm just tired from being on the road for a week. So I've decided to stay in Wichita for one more night, and I've used some credit card points to get a really nice hotel room tonight. So after I'm going to go to Trader Joe's right now. That's the good thing about being in Wichita. There's a Trader Joe's here. I'm going to kind of organize the van a bit, maybe find a park to hang out in for a little while until I can check into my room. And then I'm going to spread out and relax tonight and have a breakfast in the morning. And I'm going to stay in until they kick me out at noon. Relaxation time for the next 24 hours or so here in Wichita. And then onward west tomorrow. Yeah, I just went to Trader Joe's, and I'm not going to do anything else for the next 24 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Make sure you like and subscribe down below if you want to keep following me on my 5-week road trip. Next stop, unless I change my mind again, Colorado. Thanks for watching.